Good morning and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 207, part 5. You can Sefer HaChinuch, and Mitzvah Day keeps us on its way. Here we go. The Chinuch discusses further ramifications of the loss of knowledge in identifying the 5 shades of Tamei discharges, the impure discharges. When Rebbe, this is the title of respect for Rebbe Yehuda, the prince, the Nasi, the redactor of the Mishnah. When Rebbe came along and saw that wisdom had diminished in the world, and the sages were not expert in identifying the shades of blood, and thus could not distinguish between the 5 shades that are tamei, that are impure, and those that are tahor, pure, he realized that as a result of their doubt, they would deem all shades of red and black tamei, impure, even those that are actually tahor, pure. Furthermore, Rebbe saw that women were conducting themselves in accordance with biblical law, meaning that they would count the days of a Niddah, 7 days from the onset of the flow, whether or not she experienced any further discharge. For a Niddah, and the days of a Zava, a single clean day for discharges on 1 or 2 days, and 7 clean days for discharges on 3 consecutive days, for a Zava. Therefore, he was concerned about the following matter. A woman might perhaps sometimes experience a discharge of blood that by biblical law is tahor, is pure. And because she will not find a sage who will identify it as being tahor by biblical law, she will be required to be concerned that it is tamei due to the doubt she has as to its status. And she will go through the process of purifying herself and observe the appropriate number of days on account of the blood, assuming that it renders her tamei, when actually it was tahor, pure. Now, if you have her conduct herself in accordance with biblical law, she will count 7 days from the day that her discharge began, and on the night preceding the 8th day, although she experienced a flow for all 7 days, as long as her flow stopped on the 7th day, she will immerse in a mikveh that evening in accordance with the biblical law pertaining to a Niddah, as we said above. As a result, at times she and her husband may come to transgress a chorus-bearing prohibition on her account, i.e., they may transgress the prohibition of Niddah, which bears the chorus penalty. This is because there is a concern that perhaps all the blood she discharged for all of the first 6 of those 7 days was tahor blood, which out of doubt she concerned to be tamei, while the blood of the 7th day was actually tamei blood. She, however, started counting the 7 days of Niddah from the first day of her discharge, which was actually pure, in actuality, when she should have started counting the 7 days from the 7th day of her flow, because that was the actual beginning of her Niddah flow, since that was the blood that rendered her tamei impure, while the previous blood did not. And by dint of this error, she will often end up making additional errors, switching from what is in actuality Niddah status to Zava status, and then switching from what is in actuality Zava status to Niddah status. In that she will think that she is in her Niddah days when she's in fact in her Zava days. So you see the problem over here, folks. That's why it's not so simple to just assume you know, or sometimes to just be strict, like you really don't know. And we'll see the resolution to this problem that Rabbi Yehuda Nasi decreed, but we'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out more. Have a wonderful day. To sponsor 36 100 for the gold.